So my friend Steve, he's a big fan of the channel, and he doesn't like it when Dawes talks bad about Mackenzie Weegar, because Mackenzie Weegar is his favorite player. Now, the interesting thing here, Steve, is that I know you don't like the puppets. I know you don't like the puppets. You don't like us. But guess what? Mackenzie Weegar is my favorite player too. Huh? So we got something in common, dummy.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
All right. So we're finally back home. I know I got the road jersey on, but it is what it is. So we've got Nashville coming in tonight. A little bit surprised that Bobrovsky's back in net. At some point, I was expecting to see Spencer Knight come in. You don't want to, there's no need to wear out Bobrovsky, so I'm a little bit, it's no big deal. This is 4 games in a row, but then if he plays the next game against Columbus, it's 5. And where the hell is Spencer Knight? Let's go. Let's get him back up and get him back into the groove of things. The lineup pretty much is the same, with the exception of Achari is out. Hornquist is back on that 4th line. And Maxon Mammon wins a spot on the can anybody take the spot next to Barkov wheel of roulette, or roulette wheel, or whatever the hell. We'll call it whatever the hell we can call it. Somebody do it, please. Somebody take that spot. You say, this is my job now. Huh? It's a high-paying position, too. All right? Just ask Carter Verhaeghe, right? You see what I'm saying? Make somebody, please, take that freaking spot so we don't have to go outside of the organization and get it. And Tippett didn't even make the 5th line. Somebody made a nice little comment about that, and I looked, and sure enough, he's all the way at the bottom there, so see what happens there. Other than that, it's good to be home. It's really good to be home. But Nashville is not, Riddick is in, so we're not going to see Saros, which is really good. That's good for us. But if there's one game in this homestand I don't like, it's this one. 6-3 Panthers. But I have absolutely zero faith in it being that big. All right, so it's 1-1 after 1. It was a really weird period of play. We came out looking like we were going to bury them. We didn't have some puck luck there. It could have been 2-3 nothing. Riddick made some nice saves, doing the job. We finally get a goal. I believe it was Reinhardt, Sammy Poo, and then we give one up. And it was a weird type of goal too. We haven't had a lot of goals this year where guys were just chipping away, in front of the net, taking 2 and 3 and 4 shots. I believe it was the 4th shot. We haven't had a lot of goals where guys just completely took over in front of the net. This one happened. Forsling pretty much had him boxed out, or not, excuse me, Forsling. Forsling was a little bit late. Who was it? Huberdeau had him boxed out, and Forsling came in, and this 1-1. The thing that's weird about it, though, is when they scored, we kind of took the foot off the gas a little bit, which is that's not how we've been doing it, right? When the other team scores, we generally get pissed off and put 3 in the back of the net. We kind of laid off a little bit there at the end of the period. A little bit concerned about that. Bobrovsky's made some nice saves. He made a hell of a save on Huberdeau giving the puck away right in front of the net. So I don't likey. All right, so it's tied at 3 after 2. So we did this thing where this is the 2nd time now where we've had a lead and kind of let up, and we've let them come back and tie. And this time it was from 2 goals down. So Gudis, what did I say? What did I say last video? For those of you who are paying attention, what did I say? As soon as Weegar scored, I said, all right, we're done bitching about Weegar. Now I'm going to bitch about Gudis. A game. A period. 2 periods it took them. 2 periods it took them. So now I got to figure out who the hell to bitch about. Somebody's got to do something stupid. And then Ekblad gets a goal as well. Uyghur takes a stupid penalty. Oh no, wait, that's right. I'm supposed to say Uyghur's still great. Still great. I don't feel good with this game. I didn't like it after the first period. I like it even less right now. We are giving up way too many chances. Bobrovsky looks like he could use a night off sooner or later. Not like these are completely all his fault, but there's no reason to be playing him 4 and 5 and 6 games in a row at this particular point in the season. I said it on the stream. I don't like this game. If we can get 2 points out of it, I'll be happy. I want to win. But Nashville's a bad matchup for us. So, when they finally got the empty net goal, and you saw Mackenzie Weegar there, at that point, Weegar and Ekblad and the crew had been on the ice for 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Well over a 2-minute shift when we're protecting an empty net. Nashville went for a change, put fresh guys on the ice, and we left our guys out there. I mean, I get a minute 20, a minute 30, but they purposely left them out there for well over 2 minutes, and I believe that's the biggest thing that cost us in the end. I think we could have tied that up and gotten it to overtime. The other thing, where's Spencer Knight? Why are we going to run Bob into the ground? This is not necessary. This is not necessary. Just like the game that we lost, where we had to leave Spencer Knight in goal the entire night because Bobrovsky was not available, but active. This is the flip side to that. I grasp that in the playoffs, Bobrovsky's going to need to play every night, but this ain't the playoffs. You rest your goalies during the regular season so they have the energy to go. This is his 4th straight start. We had the break. And now, do you sit him against Columbus and bring Knight up? What's going on? How many games in a row are we going to play the guy? He clearly didn't have it tonight. Was it all his fault? No. But that was the difference between Vezina Bob and Forgolski that we saw the last couple of years. So, it's probably just a one-off thing. And, it wasn't like he was horrible. Guys were having their way in front of the net. But you could tell he was tired. Well, and then the penalty at the end. They called the cross-check. When Duclair got cross-checked, we had the power play. And then Sam Bennett, with 5 minutes left, cross-checks the guy right there. I have to call it. They had already called it for us, so there it was, and there it didn't take long. So I wasn't real thrilled with this game. You could kind of tell before the game. I just had a feeling. I said it on the stream. This will be the one we lose in the homestand. We're going to win. The rest of the homestand games are good. They're good. This one, not a surprise. Although, when they don't play Saros and they played Riddick instead, we should beat any team's backup goalie, that's for sure. Damn it. But you can't win every single night. I mean, we've been on a ridiculous tear. I'm sure we'll take it out on Columbus, and then we've got Edmonton on Saturday. I'm not worried. But the only thing I would say is that I wouldn't mind seeing Bobrovsky play a little bit better when he plays 4 and 5 games in a row, because he will have to do that in the playoffs. So, as much as I'd like to see Spencer Knight out there, I'd also like to see Bobrovsky show us, you know. All right. We haven't had a lot of losing, right? We haven't had a lot of losing around here. This one, there's a couple of things I see. The top line, like, we need a guy. We need a guy. We can't just continue to, I don't know how many guys we've given a chance next to Barkov. Mammon's not it. Mammon is a fourth-line player right now. He could be a darn good fourth-line player, but right now he hasn't flashed when given the opportunity anywhere else. Pick up a guy. Pick up a guy. I think we need a winger more than we need a defenseman, to be honest with you. We need a 7D, right? We need a 7D, or we need a good, solid, you know, guy that's a 5D, 4D, 5D to play 60 and put Carlson at 7D. That's a minor need. On the offensive side, I know we lead the league in goals. I get it. But we need just one. Just one. And that's mainly because Vetrano and Tippett have completely failed to show up. So, you know, when you look at the roster as far as the names, you think there's plenty of guys, but I mean, hell, at this point, give Vetrano a shot up there. Somebody's got to take that spot. We know Vetrano has played well in this league. He had 18 goals last year. We're Mammon. We don't know. We're hoping. But hell, give Vetrano. He's sat long enough to be pissed off. You trade him for a guy you're going to put up there, or give him a shot. See what the hell happens. I'd like to see us be able to leave the lines, you know, Barkov with Huberdeau. That gets, I don't want to say it gets old, but that kind of, you know, it gets old breaking up lines 2 and lines 3 is what I should say. So, all right. I don't want to make too big of a deal of it. Stu and I will be back tomorrow. I'm a little bit kvetched about the goaltending. I don't know what. It was a good idea with Spencer Knight to get the games during the break, and then the road trip, and then what are we doing now? Is he our backup? Does Bob have a backup? This was one game too many. This was one game too many. All right.